Happy Gilmore 2. So I finally watched this movie last night, August 19th. And let me tell you, I was expecting to have a good time with this movie. I was expecting to have several laughs, but that did not happen. So this movie is on Netflix, and I like Adam Sandler. I am a fan. I like his wacky characters. I like that he's off the wall. I like that he's ridiculous. I like that kind of stuff. But this movie just wasn't it for me. It was not a good movie at all. I just I and also because this movie is 1 hour and 58 minutes, it wasn't really funny. I laughed maybe a few times, but I just didn't get it. So in this movie, of course, Sandler, he is back as Happy Gilmore, and he accidentally kills his wife. So he goes into retirement and he's just really depressed. He becomes an alcoholic. And I'm like, I'm just not feeling this. And then eventually, I'm not going to go into every detail, but eventually, people are trying to get him to, they're trying to get him to return to golf. And he's, against it. And he has he has five, I think he has 5 kids. He has 4 boys and he has a daughter. And his daughter, she wants to go to school, so he decides to, he wants to finance her, her schooling, he wants to, finance her school. So he decides to return to golf. And that's pretty much the movie. And we see there's like a lot of flashbacks to the first movie. We see flashbacks of characters that were in the first Happy Gilmore movie, and then also some of those actors who died that were in the first movie. We see the flashback, and then we see in this movie they introduce like their like the character's son or daughter or whatever the case is. So this movie, first with the plot, I know it's a comedy. Things to me don't have to make sense, as long as I'm entertained. But I didn't like that they went this way with Adam Sandler or with Happy Gilmore accidentally killing his wife. I didn't like that. I thought that was just, I don't know, I just was not a fan of that. And then also with his kids, the 4 boys, they were just there. They didn't add anything to the movie, and they were just being silly, and it wasn't there was no kind of impact. At least with the daughter, I will say, he did have, like, I like the relationship that he had with his daughter and how, she wanted to go to school and he wanted to help her. So I did like that. But with his 4 boys, it just I didn't feel the connection. It was off to me. And also MJF, he was in this movie. He's a wrestler, and I'm really into wrestling. So it was really cool to see him. But I just felt like this movie wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. And I felt like with some of the jokes, they would do a joke in one scene, and then the next scene they would do the same joke, and then 2 scenes later, they would do the same joke. So some of the jokes that, they were just outlandish, off color, and it was just rinse and repeat. And the jokes were just so repetitive. I'm like, okay, give me something new, give me new material. I just Overall, I did not like this movie. I wasn't crazy about it, and I think that out of all of his movies that I have seen, this one right here is probably the worst one that I have seen. I would have to give this a 4 out of 10 because it wasn't really funny. And the plot, it wasn't really anything intriguing. And just overall, it was just a poorly made movie. Take care and have a good one.